Have you ever found yourself overwhelmed by life's challenges? It happens to all of us. We get so caught up in the small, fleeting moments of frustration, fear, and doubt that we forget something crucial: the power of our perspective. Things in the world do not touch your spirit but stand quietly external to it. That which disturbs us comes only from the opinions within us. Marcus Aurelius. Think about that. The obstacles we face are not inherently harmful. It is our interpretation of them that causes turmoil. The world, with all its noise and chaos, remains outside of us. The disturbance? It's within, in our minds, in our perception of the problem. When we step back, when we view life from a broader perspective, we begin to see things differently. That argument you had, the setback at work, the fear of failure, they shrink when placed against the vastness of the universe. As Seneca reminds us, imagine the vast abyss of time and think of the entire universe. Then compare what we call a human lifetime to that immensity. You will see how tiny a thing it is that we wish for and seek to prolong. Our lives and our worries are nothing but a speck in the grand scheme of time. What we are going through now, it will pass. Everything changes. Everything is transient. Everything you see changes in a moment and will soon be gone. Marcus Aurelius. This isn't to diminish what you're going through, but to remind you that the situation is temporary, and your reaction to it is what defines your experience. By shifting your perspective, by realizing the briefness of your problems, you give yourself space. Space to breathe, space to grow. You see, many of the things that trouble us are, in fact, self-imposed burdens. We cling to them because we've convinced ourselves they're important. But what if we freed ourselves from these illusions? You can get rid of a great number of your annoyances because they lie entirely in your own head. Marcus Aurelius. By understanding how brief and fleeting each moment is, how short the time is from birth to dissolution, we can make space for more important things. We must constantly remind ourselves our lives, our problems, are not the center of the universe. Asia and Europe are tiny corners of the universe. The whole of the sea is a drop in the universe. Athos, a tiny clod of dirt in the universe. All the present time is one point in eternity. When you see life from this perspective, everything becomes small, manageable, even insignificant. And within that realization is the power to live freely. When you feel overwhelmed, when life seems too much, remember how much you've already survived. The world is constant change. Your life lies in your opinion. So let's shift our focus from what seems overwhelming to what is timeless. Let's see ourselves not as victims of circumstance, but as shapers of our experience. And in doing so, we can rise above the noise, above the chaos, and truly understand how little can disturb our peace when we embrace the bigger picture. After all, short-lived are both the praiser and the praised, the rememberer and the remembered. What will remain is how you chose to see your life and how you lived it.